It's your boy Gabos. I just love triggering y'all with these touchy conversations. But on this episode, we got why are men expected to go above and beyond, but it's okay for women to give the bare minimum. I gotta hear what they gotta say. Appreciate you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe because your boy's consistent. You know what I do, man. Like, but let's get into it.
Why are men expected to go above and beyond, but it's okay for a woman to give the bare minimum as far as relationships?
By the way, real men don't ask this
Go
question.
above and beyond because men kind of generally grow up as providing for women, and if they can't provide, they don't feel man enough, kind of thing. So they kind of go above and beyond to prove their woman, or probably people in her family, like, yo, I got her, I got us, kind of thing. So yeah, it might be because of that.
To me, I think men have like a history. I'm not gonna lie, like everybody, like I
Of
feel like you
pleasing
hear
women.
more stories of men cheating than women. Like women do it. Don't get me wrong. Women be out here
Y'all just
cheating.
cleaner with it. Yeah,
The
As
women
long as
be
you
out
know.
here cheating, but I feel like you hear more stories of men. And
Cap.
that kind of scares off women.
We all cheat equally.
I think.
So that's why y'all feel like y'all should just give the bare minimum.
No, I mean, I feel like men should just like prove themselves real quick. I don't know.
but what are you guys proving to us?
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so here's the thing.
Okay.
A lot of men come off like, I'm gonna take care of you. I got this or I got that. So me being me, if you stepping to me like that, you gonna have to show me. I mean, you talking about it, so you know.
So you don't feel like you don't need to reciprocate
I mean, if I feel like it, if that's what you know,
if you feel like it.
I'm not gonna say if I feel like it, but
deserve it.
if you are giving me those vibes, like if we vibing, if I'm digging you, or you know, I'm gonna reciprocate it all.
I
but
think that's the problem, though. Like a man trying to show you that he could take care of you and hold you down, right? And he'll do that in the beginning. I agree, right? Because he want to show you he want to be there for you. But at one point, he want to feel like he could be taking care of us as well.
it depends on what type of relationship we built along that way.
Well, if me just taking out, you're clearly receiving. So when I'm gonna get back? And don't tell me the number one line. Y'all gonna be like, oh yeah, I gave you pussy.
Nah.
And we tired of hearing that. I'll tell you that. It won't work.
Sometimes it takes more than that. Like, look at the Barack Obamas, look at the Jeff Bezos. Like, they all have incredible wives. For Jeff Bezos, it didn't work out, but they have strong, leadful women who stand beside them. and
Contradicted
show
herself
them
with that example,
the
but
things that they can achieve, whether it's like the billionaire of
Oh,
all
you
time.
gonna name the richest dudes?
Well, I'm just gonna.
That's
gonna
what they
give an
always,
example
like,
of
Let's go with
that.
the
I don't-
average
I-
dude.
like-
Because you can't tell me no rich.
Why do people always go to the Kim Kardashians and the Obamas and the 1%? Like, these people are the 1%. They do not define relationships that we all experience. These people are rich. They're wealthy. Put yourself in your own bracket and don't compare yourself to celebrities. That's fairy tale analysis. You know, she used Jeff Bezos' wife, who divorced him, to make a point about strong women holding it down in healthy relationships. I beg your pardon?
Stuff because none of that matters to them. Whether they wife leave them today, they're not gonna care. But an average
Facts.
dude, we
Well,
care
no.
about how our wives treat us.
Not
You get what I'm
necessarily.
saying? They could wake up tomorrow and pick a new wife.
But to us,
Talking to
it's more
average
just, like,
dude.
what y'all giving us? Like, what else is like? What else are you doing? Like, aside from like what you're buying us, you're taking us out. Like, aside from the materialistic stuff, like, are you loyal? Are you, you know, like, because women like really appreciate shit like that. Like, yeah, you could give it, you could buy us a bag, but like, so cheating on me, like, talk to me.
Okay, with that, yeah, I'm gonna just snip into that real
Loyal.
quick, right? You saying we doing that, but what are we getting? Even if
In
we're just
return.
providing that, what name something that we're getting?
You're getting
Loyalty?
a solid, independent woman who sticks beside you
partner.
and is
Why-
loyal.
Listen, if I'm in a relationship, I don't want to hear the word independent because that's dead now. Like, we
What
in
do
a
you guys
relationship.
want?
We
motivated.
interdependent.
What do you guys want to
We
get when you're doing things
interdependent.
like that?
You're
What do you
getting
get?
motivation.
Loyal.
You're getting like, I'm gonna support you, be by your side. You know, doing.
What do you guys want?
Right.
Reciprocation, man. Like,
So y'all want to be spoiled.
Why
I
not?
mean, why
No,
not?
they don't.
Man,
Yeah.
want to be spoiled too.
They want to have,
We
you
just
know,
asked
their
you.
woman.
We want
Like-
the same energy. Like, for
That's it.
They
Like,
want
once,
their girl to pay for their haircut once in a
once-
while.
once
They
you
want
reach,
them to
once you
take
reach
them out on a
that
date.
point where we know we like each other, we getting there. You reciprocate it. That's
And
it.
men,
like,
men don't want to only be the only partners in a relationship that's spontaneous. Women just like to receive, receive. If we don't say what we're doing, nothing is done, and that's a fact.
That's
See,
true.
that's the shit. Because we have guys on our podcast talking about that they want to be like the you
Yeah,
know,
the
the men of
podcast.
the house. They want to be the providers. They don't want their women to do basically shit. They don't want that.
70
So I mean,
but
like,
that-
you guys.
But that's cool.
Where they
But
at?
what that got to do with what that got to do with you being spontaneous, making a day for me. Okay, yeah, you handle the bills. You do this, you do that. Okay, babe, let me massage your back. Let me do this.
I do
Some off
feel
the top of
like
your head.
Of course.
If you're doing all that, yeah, especially if I ain't got nothing else going
Of
on,
course.
I can't. I mean, there's why
Listen,
not?
Guys say this all the time, right? Because let's say, for example, if you go on a date, right? Guys are normally, they pay for the date 9 times out of 10, right? But when a woman actually
Should be
makes
10
that
times out of
gesture, what we
10.
say, when a woman even makes the gesture, it actually shows some type of like investment. Like, I actually care about this dude. I'm not just using him for a free meal or a free event. Like, you know what I mean? I actually care enough to go
When
out
they
my
fake
pocket.
it? When they fake it or when they
Shit, I
mean,
take that.
I ain't gonna front. One time I went on a date with a shorty, and it was like our third date. Was it like a third date? It was like a third date, and the bill had came out to like $150, and she was open to paying for it, and I was just like, I ain't gonna front. It caught me off guard because, you know, I've always paid for dates. I don't think I've ever had a partner pay for a date. Maybe once in a while they'll pay tip, like, you know, like I'll let them cover the tip if they want to, but you know, we'll order like $100 lobsters and you paying $10 tip or $5 tip, but whatever. She offered to pay for the entire dinner, but I ain't gonna front. A part of my pride was like, you trying to say I'm not masculine? But I felt like I was conditioned to think that way. But he's hitting a point where it was just like, yo, it definitely shows that she's just as interested in this relationship as I am. Man, that bill was $150. If you're a woman, you know. Like, you ain't trying to shell out $150 on food when your man is right there. But she did it. So shout out to her, even though she ain't here no more.
I'll take the figure. At least it shows some intent. Like, you know what I'm
I ain't
saying?
even
Like,
fake it. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm calling your bluff if you fake it. Like, I'm calling your bluff. Oh, you got this?
yeah. So I mean, I don't.
But what I was gonna say is, like, even if y'all 50-50 in a relationship, right? And your husband is still making like, oh babe, let's go on vacation. I plan a vacation to do this. Why you can't plan the next one? You feel me?
I can't relate.
9 times out of 10, it's the ladies that are planning the trips. Like, the guys are typically just paying if we're keeping it all the way a buck. I believe, in my opinion, that women are better planners than men. But as far as this goes, as far as like, because Shorty in the middle had mentioned, like, you know, like the whole loyalty word. I'm just a fan. I'm a big believer that people do not understand 2 words. They don't understand what loyalty means. They don't understand what commitment means. And I said people, not women, not men, people. That word gets overly used like best friend or whatever. Like, these words are overly saturated. People do not know what commitment really is, yo. It sounds good on paper when someone says it, but commitment is a lifelong sentence. You understand what I'm saying? Imagine if a judge gave a guy life in prison and then at 20 years in decided to change her mind. It doesn't work that way. Life in prison, you're committed to that sentence. So when people say that they're loyal to you, they're as loyal as you keep providing. They're as loyal as they're interested in you, you know, but people's feelings change, especially women. I'm a big firm believer that women, honestly, these questions are so difficult because women don't know what they really want. And I'm not here to really sound misogynistic, because I'm not going to say all women, but the consensus. If you're a man and you've been in the dating pool, you understand that women and their emotions, they're fickle. Same thing with men to a certain degree. As far as understanding what they really want, you can't put all your marbles in that. That's why it's so important as a man to provide and to know what you're here to provide. So therefore, you make their decision process easier. Because if they know that you're a man of your word and you're able to back it up with action and results and success, it'll become like clarity in terms of who they want to be and if you're the right one for them. But if you just leave it to them to decide, like, what do you really want? You know, or how can I make you happy kind of stuff. They're going to put you around. Bro, you're going to be spinning the block forever, bro. Another video where I feel like the question didn't really get answered. Why are men expected to go above and beyond? Honestly, it's because it's tradition. Like, it's the status quo. We're the sacrificial lambs. And Chris Rock said it best. Like, only women and children are loved unconditionally. Men are loved based off the things that they can provide. To be honest, us as men, and they want to say that women are expendable, men are expendable, yo. Because if we don't provide shit, that unconditional love is not there. If you can't provide a home, if you can't take care of the kids, if you can't pay the bills, how long do you think your partner is really going to stay with you? Do you think that they want to struggle with you, especially in their earlier years, their 20s, their 30s? No. Sorry, not sorry, because social media is gonna brainwash them, obviously, or their homegirls are gonna get in their ear about the decisions that they need to be making, because everybody seems to be happy and successful in a healthy relationship. Like, imagine every time she picks up her phone, she's seeing couple goals, and meanwhile she's seeing your bum ass sitting there playing Fortnite with the boys in your drawers, and you only made $100 in 2 weeks. That's not how it works. That's not how reality works. So as a man, you have to provide. You know, that's what it's expecting of us. And society really doesn't hold women's feet to the flames in terms of their bare minimum. Like, their bare minimum, that bar is so low. Honestly, you gotta look good. You gotta be intelligent. You gotta be fit. Let's be honest. I didn't feel like this conversation taught me anything. But, you know, let me know what you thought in the comment section. It's your boy Gabos, and yeah, I'm out.